Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. In a series of lecture, we will be going through some Linux administration's knowledge and skill. By the end of this series of these lectures, you will be completely able to manage and administer one operating system, and that is the most popular and open source operating system, Linux. For the time being, I am using this Ubuntu 20.04 LTI version. So in Linux operating system, as you know, this is an open source operating system. That means the source code is openly available in the internet. That means you can download the code, you can modify your code and make your own operating system flavored of Linux. Though the code is openly available, still it is one of the best secure operating system, and also you can modify the operating system with its security and features and harden your operating system based on the requirement and needs of your business. So without further ado, let's start our journey into the world of Linux. There are two ways to interact in a Linux operating system. One is CLI and one is GUI. GUI means graphical user interface. If you can click it, if you can do it with your mouse, then it is a graphical user interface, which is the most common scenario for Windows operating system. And another is CLI. You can go to the terminal and then execute some command, and it will do everything you can do with your mouse or your graphical user interface. But using this CLI gives you the extra edge and the fast command execution. In most of the real world scenario and real world cases, if you are managing some Linux servers or if you are working in the cloud, you will actually be SSH, or you can actually be enter into the server with a CLI. So how can you open one CLI in this Ubuntu? So I have added this CLI in my favorites, so you can double click it here and you can open the terminal like this. Also, if you don't have this in your system tray, you can simply go here and type out terminal to search it and enter. There is also another shortcut for this Ubuntu, that is Ctrl Alt T, that will open your terminal in the box. So first, as you have opened this terminal, the first task is to know where you are standing, means which directory you are standing. You can check that by pwd command, present working directory. So as you see that it is actually slash, then home, then swastik. I have created one user called swastik, and this is having corresponding home directory, as every users have to have a home directory with under slash. So slash is the root file directory. We'll come to it later when we will understand the theoretical overview of the file structure and the directory structure of the Linux system. In most of the Linux operating system, the file structure are mostly same. So let's start with our first command, pwd. There is another command, man, and also there is another command, help. By this, you don't even need to memorize the commands of Linux operating system. In a series of this lecture, you will come to know that there exist hundreds and thousands of Linux commands, and there is never ending Linux commands which gives you the power to completely administer, monitor and control your operating system. So would you memorize all these things with all these parameters along with these commands? No, never. So for simplifying this idea, there is one option like man and help. How to use this? So say if you don't know about the pwd or present working directory, so just type out man, means manual, of pwd. If you press enter, then you can see the description of the pwd. So in this description we can clearly see that the pwd print the name of the current or working directory, and you can see you can also pass some of this option, print the full file name of the current working directory by pwd. Now if you pass -l, it use pwd from environment even if it contains symlinks. So symlinks is one of the concept, we will come to it later. And this minus p for this physical print of this present working directory, that avoids all symlinks. So if you want to pwd or know your present working directory with symlinks, you would pass minus l, otherwise you would pass minus p. And as I say, there is another command help, will come to it later. So also there is version, output version information and exit. So if no option is specified, minus p is automatically assumed. Means if you just typing out this pwd, it automatically takes minus p along with it. You should explicitly mention minus l if you want to see the symlinks under any directory. Note, your shell may have its own version of pwd which usually supersedes the version described here. Please refer to your shell documentation. What is shell? We will come to it later in the later point of videos. And one interesting thing, this pwd is written by Jim Mary. So in the back end, some code was written to know which directory or which file structure you are currently standing. And this code was written by Jim Mary. Now how do you back from manual page to your command line page? You see that manual page, if you want to continue and want to know some other commands, press H for help. Like if you press H, then this is less command. Again, you can just move back to your previous terminal by typing out Q. Again Q. So you know that this pwd is your present working directory. So let us pass pwd minus l. It is same because there is no symlink in this swastik folder. Now pwd minus p. So as you already know, this minus p, it is automatically passed on with pwd if not explicitly mentioned, right? Also you can use this pwd minus lp. So it avoids symlinks, also it shows symlinks. So there is no meaning, and you can go with simple pwd to know the working directory structure. Now if you see in the graphical user interface, there is one directory called dextrax. This is a link, this is not a directory, and also this is not a directory. So now you want to go to in operating system, in this screen we are actually standing in desktop. Now from terminal, if you want to change your directory, if you want to change your directory, cd for changing directory. If you want to change directory, then you need to type out the path where you want to go. So before typing out the path, you need to know in your current directory what are the directories and what are the files available. So you can simply list out the types and the directories and these files. So how do you simply list out? That is ls, means list out. So this ls, if you see this, there are some blue things and there are some yellow things, and also there are some blue things with green background. Actually I have modified this terminal based on the color combination so that it is comforts my eyes and also I can see it. So if you see that these blue things are actually directories and these yellow things are files, and these are also directories with some special permission. That is why it is showing like green in the background. I will come to it later when we will be using these permissions and users and groups, then we will come to it slowly. So if you see that all the yellows are actually files. There are HTML files, there are JSON files, there are log files, there are HTML files, there are PDF files, JavaScript files, CSS files. So be it a coding file, be it a text files, everything is a file, and that is yellow. And I am listing out all the directories and files by ls. You can now you know that where you are standing, /home/swastik. Under this you can find this desktop. That means this screen, actually this screen. So now I want to go in my terminal to this desktop. So I want to change my directory to desktop. So DE then tab, it will automatically complete if it is exist. So I will again show you DE, then press tab. This will automatically complete the desktop. Now press enter. So you are currently in desktop. Now if you want to check PWD, you see that you are in /home/swastik/desktop. Now if you want to list out what are the available things in your desktop, so you can find this directory, right? So if you just list out, you can find this desktop is available here. So it is a directory. You can also check this is the desktop I am talking about. So by this you can use GUI, you can use CLI. So what we have learned, this pwd command, this ls command, this cd command, and we are currently standing in desktop.